So here are my top 5 tips to build muscle fast if you're skinny and underweight. Now I used to be underweight, borderline anorexic, and it isn't healthy. I had to start eating more and make a full lifestyle change. Now since then, I've been able to build a solid amount of muscle mass. If you're skinny and struggle to put on weight, then I fully understand how you feel because I was in the exact same position. Half the time you don't feel like eating, and when you do eat, you feel like you can't eat anymore. It's depressing. The reason you struggle to put on weight, number 1, you have a fast metabolism, and number 2 is that your stomach is just small. It can't handle a lot of food and you don't have an appetite. Now there are a few things that you can do to change this, to start building muscle and to start putting on weight. And in this video, I'm going to explain what they are and why they are so effective. So let's get into it. So tip number 1 is don't completely cut out junk food. Now, if you are severely underweight or just underweight, then this is not healthy. And the reason why you're underweight is simply because you just don't eat enough. Now, yes, having a fast metabolism is part of the problem, but it's mainly because you just have a bad appetite and you don't consume nearly enough calories as you burn. Now, if you're someone like me who loves junk food, then just eat junk food. Eat whatever you need to eat to gain the weight. Now, if you have a BMI under 18, then this is not healthy. It's the same as having a high BMI over 25, 26 and you're overweight. This is also not healthy. Now, if you're overweight, you need to be in a calorie deficit. And if you're underweight, you need to be in a calorie surplus. Now, I can understand that it can be hard to eat just healthy. It can be hard to consume a lot of calories on just a healthy diet where you just eat whole foods, because these kind of foods are just filling. They fill you up very easily. They're very satiating. So that's why I say don't completely cut out junk food. So when I was younger, I was really underweight, and it got to the point where people were asking me if I'm eating during the day. Now, the main reason for this is because I just hated eating healthy food, and I just didn't feel like eating half the time. I'd rather go out, play sports, be active. I just wasn't hungry. I didn't feel like eating. My stomach was very small. Now, this was becoming an issue, and when I started to go gym, I started eating unhealthy food. So my entire diet was pretty much unhealthy when I started going to the gym. It was chips, burgers, chicken wings, mass gainers. I would eat everything and everything. But this actually helped me to gain weight initially. Listen, if junk is the only thing you want to eat, then just eat it. It's more important for you to gain the weight than being super healthy all the time. You can dial in your nutrition later once you've gained the weight, because this is what I did, and it helped me gain the weight. Then I dialed in my nutrition later on, start eating really healthy, and then I lost all of the fat mass, got lean, and I was able to preserve my muscle mass. Also, eating things like spinach and lettuce isn't going to cut it. You need to eat high calorie dense foods like fatty fish, peanut butter, and even chicken wings, because that's what's going to help you to gain weight. So just eat. I don't care if it's junk, just eat it. Do whatever you need to do to gain the weight. So tip number 2 is when you drink fluids, make them have calories in it. Instead of drinking just water, drink things that contain calories. For example, make yourself a mass gainer shake with peanut butter, milk, protein powder, or just get a mass gainer shake from the shop. Remember, it's easier to drink 1,000 calories than it is to eat 1,000 calories. So I used to have 2 huge mass gainer shakes a day, which were 650 calories each. Now, I would consume both of them with milk. So my calories just from shakes alone would be around 2,000 every single day. Then I would have 3 to 4 meals on top of that. So in total, my calories were around 4,000 to 5,000 every day. And this is why I was able to gain a huge amount of weight in a short period of time. I went from 60 kilograms to 85 kilograms in just 2 years. Now, another tip is to have full fat milk in your protein shake instead of water, and to have a glass of milk before you sleep every day. Bear in mind, you may gain a ton of acne during this period, because I did. Now, this may have been to the fact that my hormones were changing at the time, but I believe it's because I was just consuming so much fried food, so much processed food, consuming a ton of calories, and all of that oil was now showing onto my skin. So I was just breaking out with so much acne. I definitely don't recommend doing this long term, otherwise you're going to get some serious health issues down the line. Just do this for a short period of time where you're able to gain the weight, expand your stomach, and then you can start eating a lot healthier. When you've gained the weight, then start dialing in your nutrition, start eating healthier so you can get rid of all of those spots if you have any spots, and get rid of that fat mass that you've gained too. I repeat, do not use this strategy long term. Just use it for a very short period of time. So tip number 3 is distract yourself when you eat. Watch some TV, put some Netflix on. This makes it easier for me to eat. And have you ever noticed that when you distract yourself when you're eating food, if you're on your phone, if you're watching TV, then you tend to snack a lot more and consume more calories. It's much easier to consume calories when you're distracted rather than just staring at the plate of food. Honestly, I watch something every day when I eat my food because my food is so heavy and half the time I don't even feel like eating my food. So I put on Netflix, YouTube, whatever it is. I just sit there and eat. Then 10-20 minutes fly by and I've already finished my food. Feels like it's no work for me. And this makes it much easier for me to consume my food, then I just get straight back to work. So next time you eat, put on a movie, watch Netflix, YouTube, watch TrainerNeal, and just eat. You'll realize how easy it is to eat and consume your food while you're distracted. So tip number 4 is don't drink so much water as this makes you less hungry. Now this is going back to my previous point of drinking things that contain calories. Some people say that drinking water will expand your stomach, but this isn't true. In fact, if you drink a large amount of water, it's going to make you feel more full and more satiated. And this is why I say to drink water when you're on a diet or trying to lose weight, because the more water you drink, the more you feel satiated, and this will lead to less snacking and less binge eating. Remember, water is an appetite suppressant, so if you're underweight and you're hungry, the last thing you want to do is drink a ton of water, because this is just going to make you feel more full, and therefore you're not going to want to eat your meals. And save the water for after you finish eating, not before, because if you consume water beforehand, then you're just going to fill yourself up before you've even started eating. So drink water afterwards, after you've finished eating all your food. Then you can allow yourself to drink some water. Now during your meals, try sipping on water. Now don't drown yourself in it, but just sip on it, especially when you start to feel more full up. Try sipping on water, because this is something that has helped me to create a little bit more space in my stomach, so I'm able to eat more food. Also, if you're eating a lot of salty food, then this can help remove that salt taste out of your mouth and make sure your mouth doesn't dry up. So therefore you can eat even more. So the final tip is go to the gym and lift weights, and don't do endless hours of cardio. Focus on progressively overloading, getting stronger. There's no point going to the gym and doing endless hours of cardio when you're already underweight. You're just going to end up burning even more calories and losing even more weight. In fact, I'd go as far as to say as limit your cardio or don't do any at all. In fact, use that energy to eat more and lift heavier weights. Now this is going to be much more beneficial for you if you're skinny and you need to gain weight. Now before you say, oh but Neil, doing more cardio make me feel more hungry, this simply just isn't true. Doing a heavier weightlifting session will in fact make you more hungry, because as you build muscle mass, they're going to need the nutrients and the calories for them to grow, so you're going to end up feeling more hungry. So put all of your focus and energy into lifting and eating, and make sure to progressively overload. Every week, every month, you need to get stronger and stronger. This is the way you're going to build muscle mass. Also, as you get stronger and stronger, your body is going to need the nutrients and calories to be able to lift heavier and heavier weights over time. So therefore, your appetite will increase and you're going to end up eating more food. So guys, that's the video, and those are my 5 tips to help you to bulk up. But ultimately, you still need to be in a calorie surplus. However, these 5 tips will make your life easier, helping you to be in a consistent calorie surplus every single day. Implementing this will help you to bung in as many calories as possible so you can gain that weight. Also to note, you want to track your calories on a daily basis, because here's the thing, you think you may be eating a lot. You may be eating a lot of junk food, a lot of fried food, but in fact, you're under eating because your calorie maintenance is so high. So you could be thinking you're in a surplus, but in fact you're in a deficit, and therefore you'll just be wasting your time. So it's important to track your calories on a daily basis. Make sure you're eating in a surplus and you know you're eating in a surplus, and therefore you're going to gain that weight that you require. Remember, just eat more. And if you are struggling to build muscle mass, then I recommend downloading my bulking guide, which you can find in the description below. Click the link, it's free, it has tons of information on how you can bulk up and gain that muscle mass. And if you want to work with me one-to-one, where I'll help you to fast track your progress and get jacked, then click the link in the description, book a call with me, and we'll see if you're a good fit for the program. Guys, hope you found this video useful, and if you did and you enjoyed the video, then do me a favor and smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel and you like my content, then do me another favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications, because I'm going to be releasing 2 new videos every single week just like this, and you don't want to miss them. And if you want to know the harsh truths about building muscle mass, then I recommend watching this video next. And remember, stay natty, stay clean, and peace.